Hello, I'm at Forresthill and I'm about to head out on this. This is my new Husky TE300. It's the fuel injected. Just picked it up last night, left home, drove up here, and about to go do a shakedown run. I cannot fucking wait to ride this thing. I am so fucking excited. So I just got back. I just put 5 miles on it. Oh my God. Oh my God. This bike, it's just fucking amazing. Oh shit. I forgot to top the gas and oil off before I left, thankfully. So I only did 5 miles because honestly, if I had topped it off, I would have done the whole 20-mile loop here. So I'm gonna fill up now, check the oil, check the bolts, and then probably head out on a long ride. See you in a bit. This bike is just absolutely amazing. I rode 54.3 miles today, 54.3. I don't know if you can see that. It was just fucking awesome. I mean, the bike, it's not 100% perfect. I'm gonna go over the good stuff first. The fucking engine. Oh my God, the engine. It just pulls from the very bottom all the way through the fucking top. It's just amazing. I've never had a bike like this before. It's unbelievable. All the 252 strokes I had, you know, they were way up top. They had everything, nothing on the bottom. My 350 right now is very similar. There's nothing on the bottom, a lot on top. This bike's it's just awesome. It's just awesome everywhere. I just can't believe it. The other good stuff, I mean, I don't know what more to say than that. Let me go over some of the issues I was having. So the brakes on this, they're Magura brakes. And the front brake, I was having issues with inconsistent pressure. I'd be riding down the trail, and then all of a sudden the brake would become really tight and very sensitive, and if I just touched it, just barely touched it, the front wheel would lock up. And it actually locked up and went out from underneath me a couple of times. And then a few minutes later, you'd grab it, and it'd have a little more give to it, and a better feel, kind of like a more normal, natural pull a little bit, and you get that progressive braking instead of just on-off. With the rear is totally different. The rear it feels like you just push and push and push, and it doesn't lock up until you're standing on it. That's an easy one. That's an easily adjustable change. The suspension, no, it's what every bike feels like from the factory. You know, it's a little bit harsh on the small stuff. The rebound is too much, so it deflects a lot on like little, you know, baby heads. I had somebody do the 350, and it's very smooth, it's very plush. The 350 though, on the bigger hits, it will bottom out in the suspension. You feel the bike wallowing in the suspension as the tire starts to compress once you've run out of suspension. I don't feel that in this bike at all. It's actually really, really good on the bigger stuff. It feels like it's got great compression on the high speed. The plastics, I mean, it's a white bike, right? So what do you expect? But the plastics, this is just from one day of riding. Like, this isn't coming off. Oh, maybe it will come off a little bit, but that's kind of surprising. It's stained, like it's straight up stained. And this stuff, I'm not even sure what that is. You know, clearly I'm pinching pretty hard with my legs, and that's where this is coming from. I have it on both sides. And so there's only one other concern that I have, is the oil filler cap. So this bike is fuel injected. Both the gas and the oil for a two-stroke are separate. But if you notice here, now I didn't spill any oil when I put this in. I was being really careful, and you'll see this is actually leaking. This has been pooling up throughout the day, and it's not because it's overfilled. If you can see, I'm not sure if the camera can see down there. I think what's happening as the bike as the bike positions over going around corners and the oil gets splashed up on the cap, I think it's leaking past the seal on the cap and the top of the oil tank. It's probably pretty easily fixed. But I can't say enough good things about this bike. I mean, the 300 platform, the KTM Husqvarna 300 two-strokes have just been epic bikes for a very long time. And this just seems like a great iteration on what was already an amazing bike. Yeah, I can't ride it enough. I can't wait to spend, you know, more and more hours on it, and that's an awesome sign. That's always a good thing. There's nothing worse than getting a new bike and then not really enjoying riding it. So this is a good place to be. One more nitpick: it doesn't come with an O-ring chain. So the chain is just your standard. Come on, focus camera. I don't know if you can see that. Not really, maybe. But yeah, it's just a standard chain. It's not an O-ring chain. So it's gonna have a shorter life than normal, which kind of sucks. But I guess I could just replace it right away as well, and then I don't have to worry about it. And it doesn't come with a spark arrestor, so you have to get a spark arrestor aftermarket. But other than that, fuck, it's amazing. Love this thing. Really love this thing.